Okay, it's time for another tutorial. Quick and easy table topper number 7. It looks like this when it's done. Super, super easy. Stay tuned. The pattern has all the dimensions and the kit comes with all the fabric you need. Step 1 is simply to mark all the blocks that you have to do the corners with. Mark a line right across the middle of the block. I used a friction pin. 4 of the blocks are built like these, and 4 of the blocks are built the other way. Sew on that line each time to attach the block, overlapping on this. Once you have everything sewed on, use your handy-dandy little Quilted Cow ruler, line up that 1/4 inch on the seam, then you're going to cut away the remaining fabric. That gives you a nice 1/4 inch side. Notice on the other side I accidentally lined up on the 1/8. It's all good though. The dimensions and layout are super nice because it gives you that nice point that even when you add your binding, you won't lose because there's a little extra. On the second group of blocks, you're going to add your smaller corner squares on opposite corners, pinning them in place. This is why that drawing of the line is super important. It makes it easier to sew them to the right space. Once they're sewed in place, do the same process so that you can trim off that excess fabric, leaving the 1/4 inch seam allowance there in place. This is my favorite part every single time, just laying out the blocks so that it looks like the pattern. Do this prior to sewing any of the blocks together to make sure that you don't mess any up. Go row by row to sew them together, pinning right at that seam each time or up at the top corners. Once you're done, lay it out and start with the next row. Sew row by row until you get the entire topper together, then press, then you're going to sew the rows together. The kit comes with fusible fleece, which I adhered to the back of the top of the block. Then I trimmed it down so it matched the block completely before putting the backing on. I cut the backing to match, and then I did a real simple stitch in the ditch move. I'm actually showing you at actual speed because I want you to know you can go slow, just get all those stitches. I just did the squares. So each week on the Facebook, they have these really cool table toppers that they're doing. So every week it's different. Every week it's something entertaining and interesting. This was a few weeks ago. It's table topper number 7. You can always get the pattern on the Helpful Heifer link in my bio, but you can also watch on Wednesday nights and get whatever's new, whatever's coming out. So make sure you tune in Wednesday night, 7 o'clock on the Quilted Cow's Facebook page. Thanks, everybody.